It's the wettest of foods.
I would argue cereal is the wettest of foods.
Literally soup is just wet, okay? It's mainly made of water most of the time. I don't think you can argue that cereal is wetter than soup.
You could argue that cereal is a soup.
Cereal itself is dry. You have to add milk to make it wet.
I mean, when you add the milk, you could argue that it's soup.
But it's not! Lizzie, is cereal soup?
I fucking hope she just says yes.
No, she just looks confused and is like, what?
Why does she agree with me, damn it? It was actually like on a video, and I assume she like watched these YouTubers. Steven and Gavin. They were arguing what could be considered a soup and what could not be considered a soup. And they're talking about cereal. And it's like, cereal can, like, soup can have like a creamy milk-based broth, which is like milk.
Oh,
and then you have like...
I almost walked into the water. My soup was in the way.
And then you have like the chunks that you might put in soup, which is like cereal itself.
I will never accept the fact that you think cereal is a type of soup.
I said it could be argued that it's a type of soup, but
once again, cereal itself is dry.
I know it's dry. When I say
another
cereal,
thing is, like... you can't add milk in something and call it soup. Okay?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, soup has milk in it sometimes, but then again, you can just make it with water too. So it's not really, you know, the milk's fault that it's soup.
Who the fuck would like take tomato soup for example? Who would water it down with actual water and not milk? Besides you.
People who are lactose intolerant.
Fuck lactose
and would rather not die to tomatoes.
I would die to tomatoes.
I would rather not. I mean, the cheese itself is already gonna fucking get me.
I don't put cheese in my tomato soup.
I don't either. I was talking about grilled cheese because that's the only time I'd eat tomato soup.
I also don't dip grilled cheese in tomato soup either. I don't do those two things together. I don't like those two things together.
Oh my god.
I like them separately.
I don't like them separately. Listen, my argument there, my justification I might say, is I don't like crust. And
what the fuck?
Grilled cheese sandwich is pretty much just crust.
You don't like crust?
No. I will eat it. Once again, not picky. I will eat anything. I just don't like it.
Okay, so like, I'm picky to the degree of I won't eat something I don't like, but you're picky in the type of you don't like crust. To me, that's
no. Like... If like I made the sandwich myself, I would take the crust off. But if somebody gave it to me, I would eat it.
Did you still like the McAllister sandwich? Because that's like technically
it's
bun,
not
and
though.
bun is a crust.
Listen, bun is not hard, and it doesn't hurt the roof of my mouth when I bite it.
There is crust on it for the sandwich.
Crust definitely does! Well, like, I mean, oh wow. I mean, like, bread crust, like if you, toast it. Toasted crust. Because it hurts.
Even then, I never had a crust hard enough to actually hurt the roof of my mouth when it comes to grilled cheese.
No, I hate the way it scrapes. And when I bite it and it like goes in between my teeth and stabs me, I hate that too. Flavor-wise, I mean, it's alright, I guess. It's way too buttery.
I don't put butter on my grilled cheese. I use...
Oh, what the fuck? I mean, mayonnaise is fine too, but it still makes it buttery.
I don't use mayonnaise either. I use,
then what the fuck?
I use...
Do you use water? Is that what I'm hearing?
No! I use the fake cooking spray, butter flavored cooking spray. It doesn't make it too greasy or anything.
That's still butter.
It's butter flavored. I don't think it's actual butter.
It's oil.
It might be a type of oil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's butter flavored oil, and butter is also an oil, just with less milk. With more milk than oil.